Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that, and also apologies if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it can't be helped, and hopefully it's not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2025 related video here on my channel, and the first reaction type video for quite some time, and that is because the songs in contention for Montenegro are now out with regards to next year's Basel staged Eurovision Song Contest, and I'm about to listen to snippets of all of the contenders for the very first time and give you my thoughts on what I am hearing. As always, you are very welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment down below, and as always there are links in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you so wish. So Montenegro, of course, are returning to Eurovision next year. The last time they competed was in 2022. They debuted in 2007 for the first time as an independent country with Aide Croci, which didn't make the final in Helsinki. They've only indeed made the final on 2 occasions, back-to-back finals as a matter of fact, in 2014 and 2015. The last time in Vienna with Addio by Knez. Now it says here, Montenegro will be staging, of course, a national final, Montesong 2024. It's going to take place on November the 27th, so at the time of recording this video you're watching now, in roughly 2 weeks' time. And it's going to involve 16 songs, I believe. Yes, it says here 16 entries will compete. The winner will be determined by a 50-50 split between jury voting and public voting. The professional jury will consist of local music professionals from Montenegro and music professionals and representatives from across Europe. The artists were announced on October the 10th, and there are also a few backup entries, and one of those backup entries is going to be involved in the actual lineup, and that is because Boban Rajovic has withdrawn. He's been replaced by Tamara Živković. So I'm looking at the lineup here, which I've been familiar with for some time, and if you follow the joint Instagram page, link in the description as always to that, I did put a post up fairly recently which was artists to watch. I think, without hearing a single thing, Nina Zizic is probably going to be the one to beat here. Her song is called Dobrodošli, of course. She's been there and done that with Eurovision. She was there in Malmö in 2013, didn't qualify with Igranka. But her song is co-written by Darko Dimitrov, who's definitely written so many national final songs and things like that over the years. So I'm calling it now that it's probably going to be Nina Zizic representing Montenegro again at Eurovision in Switzerland next year. We also have Kate, who's been involved in Montenegro's national finals several years ago. Sanja Vucic, who represented Serbia in 2021 as part of Hurricane, and by herself in 2016 in Stockholm, and 2020, if you include the cancelled pandemic contest. She's co-written Milena Vucic's song, which is called Skorpia. Leontina Vukomanovic has co-written Isak Sabanovic's entry, and Leontina Vukomanovic co-wrote Lane Moja for Serbia and Montenegro 20 years ago, and Kristina Kovac, who has also been involved in Serbia's national final, I think, in the past, she has co-written To Ljubav Je, which is another contender in this lineup. Anyway, the video I'm about to watch won't be in the bottom corner of the video you're watching. That's the way it usually is on my channel, but you've probably seen this anyway. It's been uploaded by Misja Eurovision Recaps, and it is a recap of Montesong 2024. It's always been this way on my channel. I think it's a good way to gauge which songs I want to listen to first in full. I'm looking for immediacy, I'm looking for diversity, and of course I am hoping, like everybody else, for top quality. Every song here should be capable of winning this national final. Let's be honest, it should be capable of winning. So without further ado, apologies, as I said earlier, if there is any lag. This is just over 4 minutes long. Here we go. Let's see what Montenegro is bringing to the table. Hopefully, some top quality stuff. These snippets will be short, but like I said, it gives you an idea as to what songs you might want to listen to in full first. Which songs have that immediacy, that little spark about them straight away. Because on the Eurovision stage, they've got to have that little bit of magic, haven't they? Here we go. I'll make a note of which ones stand out. Okay. Big powerful ballad to begin then. This is Cry by Anastasia Koprolchek. Quite a nice voice. Drums in the background. Not a bad start. We now have Stop War by Band 9. Whoa! Okay, this is a metal type track. Frantic drumming. But all we're getting from that clip is a guy shouting "Stop War." So definitely trying to get the message across there. My word. Ugh. Okay, next up is Barjak with Dva Srca. Oh. This is quite heavy as well. Oh, quite oh, that was fairly quick, that snippet. It sounded a bit mystical to me. Almost grunge in style. I'm not sure that's a contender though. Next is Repeat by Dolce Hera. Okay, this is different. A tad jazzy. A touch of swing. That was okay. I'm not sure I'll be going straight to that one, but it sounded alright. Next up is To Ljubav Je by Durda. Oh. Old-fashioned ballad. Bit fairy tale in sound. I'm afraid I've heard it all before. But you know. Next up is San by Glumpsy Band. Immediately that is striking me as a song that needs a little bit more of a kick up the backside. Next up is Lieto 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 by Isak Shabanovic, who's rocking a moustache in this picture. Oh! This seems like a bit of a good time. Pop song with a bit of momentum. You're going on the list. It's one of the better ones so far. Next up is Obala Raya by Kate. Oh. Oh, that was a very short snippet as well. I do apologise. Almost a dubstep thing in the background there. Meh. Obviously, I will check out all of these songs in full at some point. Don't worry about that. Next up is Kada Dode Mai by Luka Radovic. Okay. Seems like an alright singer. Almost an electro beat in this one, I would say. Scorpio is next by Milena Vucic. I imagine the winner will get a revamp myself. Feels a bit sassy. I'm going to add you to the list because that sounded somewhat promising. Moving on. Nemanja Petrovic with Medu Zvijezdama. Yeah, it's exactly the sort of thing I expected, to be honest, in a Montenegro national final. I'll tell you something though, we've had national finals from Montenegro in the past, and I would say this is a stronger lineup than what we've had in the past all those years ago. This seems a bit stronger to me. Next up is Clickbait by Neo Noen. Clickbait. Okay, it's a bit of a rock song. Can't see that winning. Next up is the song that I think will win before I've even heard it. This is Dobrodošli by Nina Zizic. Strings, going for a grand feel. Definitely need to hear the whole thing. Next up is Poguban Let by Tamara Živković. Pleasant enough. This was the backup entry. Then we have Nova by Tina Jankic. Swinging number. You're going on the list because it does stand out. Czujesz li. This must be the last one, I think. Verica Čulković. Another ballad. Might work with dramatic staging. Well, there you go. Can't say I was particularly bowled over by anything there. It'll be interesting to see if Band 9 do very well with Stop War. That sounded like a very frantic number myself. I've written down 4 names here. Anastasia Koprolček with Cry. Isak Shabanovic with Lieto, Lieto, Lieto. Milena Vucic with Scorpia, and Tina Jankic with Nova. Those are the only 4 names that I've written down, so those will be the songs in full that I listen to first. I assume the songs are out in full by now. In terms of who I think might be in with a chance of winning, I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. There were quite a few low-key efforts in that batch. I think Isak Shabanovic is in with a good shot. I think maybe Anastasia, the very first song in that video, is in with a shot. Nina Zizic is probably the one to beat, although it was a very short snippet, and I think other songs stood out more immediately to me. Even the backup entry by Tamara Živković, that didn't sound too bad. It's an okay lineup, but I wasn't totally enthralled by any of the snippets that I heard there. Let's take a look at some of the comments. It begins. Nina Zizic and Tamara Živković. Nina. None of them blow my socks off. Barjak, Lieto, Lieto, Lieto. Nina Zizic. I think the winner will definitely need a revamp. I am very inclined to agree. Tamara's the backup entry, and quite a few people are enjoying that. I have to say, that one stood out somewhat as well. A perfectly fine, nice track. Nina, Isak Shabanovic. Some people have mentioned Band 9, but it seems as though the message of that track, Stop War, it's very on the nose, if you see what I mean. Not subtle at all. Anyway, the first batch of national final contenders for Eurovision 2025. Let me know what you think, because I thought it was fairly average. Gotta be honest. I'll be back with more Eurovision-related videos in the near future, specifically Junior Eurovision, which is next weekend. I have no idea if I'll be filming a reaction to the results as they come in. It's not on British television this year because we're not taking part. I may film a reaction to the results as they come in. I don't know yet. I will do a video going through my prediction for the results. That might be next Friday, all being well. And there probably will be another What We Know So Far video with regards to Eurovision 2025 as well. Until then, hopefully the quality wasn't too bad. Let me know your thoughts on anything I've discussed in today's video by leaving a comment down below. Thank you all so much for the support. As always, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you with I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.